Kicking off Send It Sunday this week, that was Roland, and he sent us some friggin' beauties. But yeah, this was halfway through learning to forward loop. He said he started in 2016 with this effort. Yeah, well, he said he don't even if he could call it an effort, but that was his first sort of go at it. And then in 2018, he pulled that first one we saw. He's even got it. He's even got it from another angle, from the GoPro. Oh, Jesus. And he was still keen. He was still going. But in 2020, he finally nailed it. Yeah, nice work, Roland. Nice work. 4 years in the making, but definitely worth the effort. He said a big thanks to Pons over in Gran Canaria for helping him through. And apparently Pons saying, you're not sideways enough still. But, mate, you got to claim that. That's a tasty one to finish. We're also going to start this week's Send It Sunday with a little bit of a roundup of what's been going on around the world. Obviously, if you've been staying tuned to the channel, you'd have seen the Nordic Pedalway Youth World Cup has been going on in Klipmuller, and they had a lot of action on the first day. And I tell you what, the youths, boys and girls, were throwing down the moves. We obviously did the live stream from up there. Standouts for me, Anton Richter in the under 15s category, absolutely destroying it. Really impressed with him. Really impressed with him. I mean, lots of other standouts, but I'm going to go through the winners. Under 17s category, obviously you've probably heard the name before, Donkerbeck. Yeah, Liam Donkerbeck was going massive. The wind dropped off towards the final, so maybe couldn't show exactly what these kids were capable of doing, but still throwing down some big moves. He took home the win there. A good one with Leonard Neubauer as well in that final. And then the under 20s, Henry Kohlberg, and he looked in really good form. His last year in the youths, so he's got to step it up to the men's fleet next year. And a massive big shout out to the girls. They were killing it. Full send, I tell you, full send. And Lena Vittup was absolutely going off. She took 2 of the wins in the finals and a second in the other one. But Maria definitely gets the Big Balls Award for a big, juicy forward in one of the middle ones. Full send, like I said, full send. Also, what's been going on, we've had a lot of release of new gear. I see Fnatic, it's their 40th anniversary, and they've gone a bit retro in some of the board designs. And I think there's been a lot of people loving that, getting a bit of nostalgia and stuff like that. So I think that was cool to see. And they're also, Duotone have brought back the Superstar. And there's a couple that haven't got the star, but I quite like the one with the star. It's, you know, throws back a few memories. Gastra Taboo have just released their new video of their new gear. And this year, obviously, it was a bit weird with the whole COVID stuff. So I think they sent Thomas Traversa out to do the wave shoot. And he's like, oh, where shall I go? And as we know, that's why he was in the Reunion Islands. And then he also came to Portugal. And looking at the video, it looked like he scored it. He looked like he scored it. He even throws in that, I think you might have seen it on the social media, where he's got the cam in the mouth cam, and he takes off with the back loop in the mouth, and then midway through grabs it out of his mouth, gives it the old selfie and lands. Pretty sick, man. Pretty sick. Also, I saw, what did I see on social media? Julian Salmon, Brucey Boards, a sponsored rider, just going massive. Yeah, just going into orbit. He's going to be one to watch as soon as we get this pedalway back on. Also, a cool throwback to the Goya, the Francisco Goya 2000, you know, when he won the Pedalway World Cup. And that was pretty sick. That brought back some memories for me, and especially the music as the start of that clip. I've watched that video so many times, and that was kind of cool to get the memory buzzing back. What else did we see? We saw Dave White do the one-handed tack. Yeah, if anyone who doesn't know, Dave White, obviously big speed sailor back in the day, had a stroke in Mauritius a few years ago now, and he's been, you know, pushing to get back. So good to see Dave back on the water at West Written. So big shout out to Dave, supporter of the channel as well. But the one-handed tack, Whitey, nice, mate. Nice. We like that. We like that. If you haven't checked it out, did you see the coolest animation ever? You must have seen it. We put it on the channel. Surfer versus windsurfer versus kite surfer. It's been getting a lot of likes and a lot of dislikes. I don't think the kiters are quite into it. If you haven't seen that animation, it's on the YouTube channel. Check it out. It's oh man, it made me laugh out loud, definitely. Oh. Also, did you see Ricardo Campello learning to backflip? Not backflip on the windsurfer, but on the wing. And he was getting destroyed, like absolutely destroyed. I think it was the same technique as he used in windsurfing, and it wasn't quite working on the wing, and he was going down hard, down hard. And also, obviously, speaking about Nash, if you haven't checked out the Nash podcast, what have you been doing? It is a beauty. I've got to say, it's one of my favourites so far. The only problem I have with that podcast is Robbie Nash hadn't heard of Windsurfing.TV. I'm staying calm. He must have just been ignoring all my emails. He said he might support the channel now. Let's wait and see if that logo pops up. But whatever, even if he doesn't support the channel, he better have to. It's well worth checking out the podcast. Absolute ripper. Matt Jack doing a great job with those podcasts. Okay, let's get into it. Send it Sunday, because it's all about you guys at home. And we have had some young rippers sending some stuff in. First up, this little fella. Yeah, this is Ari in a big gust. It's in a massive gust. He's just got into the foot straps. He's on his 3.6 and his 80 litre Evo, and he is in full send mode. His dad sent this in, said the whole family, daughter as well, Isabel, she's only 7. She's pushing through. Sit down on Sunday and can't wait for the show. So there you go, mate. Absolute full send. I'm looking forward to seeing some more clips from you. 9 years old. Yeah, we got a ripper on our hands. And talking of rippers, 9 years old, check out this bloke. Yeah, this is all 28 kilos of Daniel Wenger. Yeah, this is in the Swiss lakes, I think Lake Uri. And his dad said he can go in no wind at all. He's been on the foil, I think, 3 months, and he is absolutely loving it. And no doubt, when you can go in no wind every time you go to the lake, you're on the foil, you're sailing, you're out there. So that is so cool to see. That small, he's already going for the jibes. Again, there is some young rippers in the making. We've also got a young ripper in the waves. Yeah, this is Elena, and Juan sent this in from Galicia in Spain. This is the first go in the waves. And you're like, check the first one. Just waiting for the wave. You gotta learn somewhere. And then I think when she got on the wave, she's riding it up the beach, and then but like the commitment, Elena, but just listen to the cameraman. Yeah. You gotta love it. As long as no one gets hurt. That is the beauty in windsurfing. You do fall in water. As we all know, you can get injured, but, that is it. When everyone comes up smelling the rose, everyone's okay, you can have a good laugh about it. But the crowd reaction behind the camera is always a funny one, which leads me to this next clip. Yes, this is Chris in Provincial Park in Ontario. Just listen to the crowd. Yeah, he said he was camping with his buddies. He didn't put the small gear in. He only had his 5.3 and his 110 litre board. He said everyone else was on 3.6s and tiny 75 litre boards. But he said he's going to go out anyway. And then that happened. You can tell the guys were watching pretty heavily. He said he bent his boom and it is totally done. But he's not going to replace it till after COVID is finished. I bet you do replace it. I bet you do. There's no way you're going to sit on the shore and not go sailing, mate. There's no way that is happening. Okay, what have we got next? We have got this beauty. Yeah, this is Jose Lito going for the push loop back.
Oh, that looks painful.
mate, that is a boom to the face, isn't it? That is a boom to the face, like halfway in between a back loop, halfway in between a push loop, and the result, yeah, head to sail. Nasty, nasty. Cheers to Emmy for sending that in. And talking of boom, taking a face to boom, check this. Yeah, this is Victor, I think over in Gran Canaria, just goes up to the wave, gets on the and then just drops down the mine shaft. Oh, mate, that looks painful, doesn't it? Looks like you just go full pass straight into that sail.
That looks painful.
Nasty, Victor. Nasty. You know what you need to do in that situation? You need to get out of there early. You need to read the situation. Just like this bloke. Yeah, this is Sam Latham down in Cornwall. I think it's at Gwyvion. He said he's been meant to send this in for a bit, so I mean, it's pretty sick conditions. Yeah, it's like low tide. It's wedging off the bottom. You know, it's super gnarly. He comes up to the last section. He's like, I am not having any of it. Bails just in time. Just in time. Check that when you look at it back. If he'd have stayed on, oh, good night. That would have been good night. Yeah, just get out there. So, yeah, that is a hell of a swim. I bet you that was a hell of a swim. If you've got any clips like that or similar kooks of the day, if you're a young ripper out there and you want to send it in, send it at Windsurfing.TV. We transfer Dropbox, however you want to send it. I do have a bit of a backlog and we're picking through them. Makes it easier to make the Send It Sunday when I've got a bit of choice. So thanks to everyone. We've also got to thank the sponsors. Yes, themailingroom.com, sponsoring Send It Sunday for another year. What's up next? I think we've got a one-handed forward. Check this. Yeah, this is Raphael Bauer going up close to the beach, and you're just a bit too close, mate. Yeah, I know freestyle fins are small, but they're not that small. That's a nice one. No, that's fair play. He seems to sheet in and get away with it. I don't think he was injured. He also sent us the shacker in, where he sort of just bails out the side door. Nice, mate. Nice recovery. But he also sent his first ever culo. Yes, look at that thing. Claim it, claim it. Oh, yeah. It feels good when you land a move for the first time. It feels bloody good. If you're out there, remember, and you've landed a move for your first time, it's on camera, send it in. I love the claim. I love that, like, yeah, you can just feel all that energy for how many long it's took you to do it. Could be years, could be 4 years, like Morton at the beginning, like Roland at the beginning, or it could be like a couple of weeks. You never know, but whatever it is, the longer it takes when you finally do it, feels pretty good, man. Feels pretty good. What else have we got? We've still got a few more to come. I think we're going to go into the body drag challenge. But this one is a bit X-rated. Yeah, this is Peter. And oh, Peter, put your pants on, mate. Put your pants back on. Come on, this is a child-friendly programme. We don't want to see that. Or do you get extra points for losing your pants? Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to give her extra points. No nakedness. Please. Okay, we're coming up. Last clip. Before we go, we're going to go into racing and Formula. And you're thinking, Ben, how could that be funny? How could that be interesting? Check this for a crash. I'm not sure who it is, but he's losing it. And then you're like, oh, he's okay. And then, oh, Jesus. Look at that in slow-mo. You see him coming in. The board comes out. You're like, he's lost it. He's totally lost it. Oh, he's recovered it. And then just tits the boy fly for the front. That's a classic crash. That is a classic crash. And there you go. That's it for Send It Sunday this week. We've got the winner of Spot the Bail coming up. Remember that? No, Martsy. That's coming up at the end. So stay tuned if you think you might be in with a chance of winning. I'm going to put that at the end. And don't forget, wherever you are in the world, don't forget to send it and send me the video.
So, jetzt spring noch mal, Junge. Jump, dude. Come on. No way.
Yes, there we go. Thanks to all the members. Yes, the members, the Beer Money members. We had a few in the last couple of weeks join up. So new members on here. We had a few cancel as well. So we're kind of equaling ourselves out. We're still mid 800s. We're not getting towards that 1,000 members. If you want to support the channel, keep the podcast coming, keep the content coming. It's a niche sport. We need your support. The brands are lukewarm to Windsurfing.TV because we don't do too much advertising. We're just trying to promote windsurfing and get you guys pumped up. So it sounds a strange concept. I thought the brands would be into it. Some brands are. You've seen the logos, but not all the brands. They want adverts, and that's more difficult. So then the only way this happens is with you guys. If you chip in, then we can be a bit more independent. We can still bring you all the stuff. And it's all good. It's all good. So there you go. You can chip in some bit. I'll put the link below. Thanks to all the new guys. And let's do the competition. Spot the bail. Obviously, members get a chance to win this hat. This was the picture. Yeah, no Marcy. Going big, going big. So those were the shots. Which number was it? What did you say? There was a few of you going, I've never got it right. I'm going to get it right this week. Well, did you? What number is it? It was, of course, number 1. Yes, 1 again. There was only 8 or 9 entries. I sold you the dummy. I'm getting good at this. So we did the random checker to see who was a member, who was number 1. And the first one out of the random checker was Bartholomew BNE, I think it was. You're going to have to send me an email because I don't know how to check if you remember or how to get in contact with you. So send me an email, send it, or ben@windsurfing.tv, and we'll send you a cap as soon as you write to me and we check you remember. So there you go. Stay tuned to the channel. Obviously, subscribe if you've not already subscribed. The more subscribers get, more likes we get, the more YouTube put out our videos. So that's all welcome. Stay tuned for some more interesting podcasts. There's definitely some coming, and we'll see you soon.